Investing in property in India can be a lucrative way to earn rental income, but it comes with its own set of tax implications, especially for NRIs. Rental income is taxed under the head income from house property, and the tax rate aligns with the same slabs as residents. For the financial year 2024 to 2025, if your income is up to 2.5 lakh rupees, you pay no tax. But if you earn more, you could be looking at rates from 5% to 30%. Now, let's talk deductions. You can claim a standard deduction of 30% on your net annual value after municipal taxes. If you've taken a home loan, the interest paid can be deducted too, up to 2 lakh rupees for self-occupied properties. However, keep in mind the TDS rules. If your monthly rent exceeds 50,000 rupees, tenants must deduct 30% TDS before paying you. If it's below that, you're in the clear. Remember, you can claim credit for this TDS when filing your returns. Understanding these nuances can help you maximize your rental income while staying compliant with tax regulations. Investing in property in India can be a smart move, especially for NRIs looking to secure their financial future. With the booming real estate market, many of us are eyeing properties back home, whether for personal use or as an investment. But let's not overlook the tax implications that come with it. First, there's income tax on rental earnings, which can be taxed at a flat rate of 40%. Then, when you sell that property, capital gains tax kicks in, 20% for long-term gains, but you can benefit from indexation to reduce your taxable amount. And don't forget about inheritance tax. While India doesn't have one, it's crucial to understand how your home country treats inherited assets. Navigating these tax waters can be tricky, but knowing about exemptions and deductions, like the standard deduction on rental income or the benefits of reinvesting capital gains, can help maximize your returns. Understanding these aspects is key to making your property investment not just safe, but profitable too. As an NRI with property investments in India, it's crucial to understand that filing an income tax return, or ITR, is a must if your income exceeds the basic exemption limit. This applies even if you've already paid taxes through TDS or if your only income comes from rental properties. You'll typically need to use ITR 2, which is designed for income not derived from business or profession. Remember, the deadline for filing is 31st July for individual taxpayers, but the government can extend this if needed. The good news? You can easily file your tax returns online through the Income Tax Department's e-filing portal. Staying compliant not only keeps you on the right side of the law but also ensures you're making the most of your investments. So, don't overlook this important step. As an NRI, it's crucial to understand how your foreign income, including property earnings, is taxed in India. Many countries have signed double taxation avoidance agreements or DTAs, which can be a lifesaver. If you're paying taxes on your property income abroad, you might be eligible to claim a credit for those taxes when you file your return in India. But remember, this comes with specific conditions. And here's the catch: rental income earned in India is taxable here, no matter where you live. So, keep track of your earnings and taxes paid, because navigating this can save you from the headache of double taxation. Stay informed and make the most of your investments. Inheriting property in India as an NRI? Good news! You won't face any inheritance tax since India doesn't impose one. But here's the catch: if you decide to sell that inherited property, capital gains tax comes into play. The key factor? The holding period. It's not just about when you inherited it, it's about when the original owner bought it. If that property was held for over 2 years, you're looking at long-term capital gains tax, which is generally more favorable. So, even if you inherited it recently, you might benefit from those long-term rates. Just remember, understanding these nuances can save you a significant amount when it's time to sell. Investing in real estate in India can be a lucrative opportunity for NRIs, especially when it comes to earning rental income. But here's the catch: that income is taxable. Rental income falls under the category of income from house property, and the tax rates are the same for NRIs as they are for residents. For the financial year 2024 to 2025, if your income is up to 2.5 lakh rupees, you pay no tax. Between 2.5 lakh rupees and 5 lakh rupees, it's 5%, and it goes up to 30% for income above 10 lakh rupees. Now, let's talk deductions. You can claim a standard deduction of 30% on your net annual value after municipal taxes. If you've taken a home loan, the interest you pay can also be deducted up to 2 lakh rupees for self-occupied properties. But remember, if your monthly rent exceeds 50,000 rupees, tenants must deduct TDS at 30%. If it's below that, no TDS applies. And don't forget, you can claim credit for any TDS deducted when filing your returns. Understanding these nuances can help you maximize your rental income while staying compliant with tax regulations. Do NRIs pay tax on rental income from property in India? Yes, rental income from property in India is subject to income tax for NRIs. The rental income is taxed as per the income tax slabs, and NRIs are eligible for deductions such as 30% standard deduction and interest on home loans. How is capital gains tax calculated for NRIs selling property in India? Capital gains tax for NRIs depends on the holding period. Short term, less than 2 years, is taxed at 30%, while long term, more than 2 years, is taxed at 20% with indexation benefits. Can NRIs claim tax exemptions on capital gains? Yes, NRIs can claim capital gains exemptions under Section 54 if the proceeds from the sale of property are reinvested in a new residential property within specified timeframes. Is there any inheritance tax for NRIs inheriting property in India? No, India does not have an inheritance tax. However, when the inherited property is sold, the capital gains tax will apply based on the holding period. Do NRIs need to file income tax returns in India? Yes, NRIs must file income tax returns in India if their income exceeds the basic exemption limit, even if taxes have already been deducted at source. What is the TDS rate for NRIs on rental income? The TDS rate on rental income paid to NRIs is 30% plus applicable surcharge and cess if the monthly rent exceeds 50,000 rupees.
Don't just blindly search. Search in the location of your interest.